Hello and welcome to our Concern Speak Act Do project. We have decided to make an informative, short documentary on the situation in Afghanistan. We also conducted a series of interviews, which will appear later in the video. We hope you enjoy.
Poverty in Afghanistan.
Lack of education and basic services is a major cause of Afghanistan's poverty. According to the World Bank's 2015 Afghanistan Poverty Status Update, 75.6% of the poor are illiterate. There are not enough jobs for the illiterate. The poor face unemployment and underemployment. As a result of fighting within Afghanistan, many women are widows. Because of the patriarchal society they live in, they cannot get jobs, so most of them need to beg for food. Many of these women also have children, so the little food they get from begging must also be split between multiple people.
Hello, my name is Brendan and today we are going to be interviewing a number of students about Afghanistan. Okay, the first question is, are you aware of what is happening in Afghanistan at the moment?
No.
To a certain level, I know that the Taliban have taken over parts of Afghanistan.
Definitely know of the situation, yeah.
I haven't been keeping up with the news at all.
The Taliban took over after the US removed their troops.
The Taliban are trying to take control of the country, which means the women and the girls there won't be able to attend school. People who have doctorates and degrees are tearing them up so they don't get hunted down because they are in education.
The second question is, what type of support can countries and their people give to Afghanistan?
Neighbouring countries could provide arms, medical help, education.
They can give food.
Oh, and I think it'd be better just to keep people safe and healthy.
They can support with arms and negotiation deals with the Taliban, and so that women can return back to school, which hasn't been confirmed yet, and help rebuild the infrastructure and the schools all over the country.
And the third question is, what do you know about the Taliban?
As much as I've heard in the news, I don't really live or pay attention closely to the situation.
I don't know much about the Taliban. From what I understand, they are bad.
And finally, should there be more media coverage on Afghanistan and other troubled parts of the world on Irish networks compared to regions such as Ukraine?
Yeah, but Ukraine is more heavily covered since it's a European country, while Afghanistan is further away.
There's not been enough coverage on it, and there needs to be more.
I think Ukraine is a big deal, but you should also focus on the other countries, because it's kind of like a surge when the media hits. It's like a big thing happens and then you slowly don't hear about it a lot, and the war in Afghanistan is still going on, so I think we still need to, apart from as well as many other conflicts, we should be still hearing about.
After interviewing a series of students, we found the data we gathered to be interesting, as it seems no one had an in-depth knowledge on what is really happening in Afghanistan, proving the need for this documentary. Thank you for listening.
The history of Afghanistan.
Afghanistan has a long history with colonization, ever since the first British-Afghan War in 1839, in which they fought for 5 years against the British. Afghanistan's history of friction with America started in 1956 when Nikita Khrushchev, who was in charge of Russia at the time, decided to ally with them. In 1979, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. In 1989, the Soviet Union left Afghanistan. Afghanistan has had a long history with colonization, and America was the last in the line of those colonizers.
The Taliban was founded in 1994 out of the religious extremists of Mujahideen. After taking control of Afghanistan, this theological minority slowly began to take hold and spread. By 2001, they had a majority of the countryside under their control. This is where America officially stepped in as a part of the war on terror following 9/11. This didn't truly stop the Taliban. Even when forced out of Afghanistan, they coalesced in Pakistan and other surrounding countries. And whenever we see a lack of American military activity, the Taliban would start taking back land. After the US pulled out in 2021, the Taliban has taken over for the foreseeable future.